I just cannot work with them. What's up, fam? It's your boy Demuir here, purveyor of all sounds underground. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel today, where I'll be discussing the topic of whether or not you should work with vocalists in your productions. But before I jump into things, what I need from you is that SLC. Hit subscribe, like, comment, and more importantly, hit the notifications bell to stay in touch with the new videos that we have up and coming. All right, so what do I mean by should you work with vocalists or not? And I'll use myself as an example here. In my career, as I was coming up, I make a lot of beats, and I would just know that certain beats or songs needed a vocalist to get the job done. And you'll always run into some people who notice your come up in the things that you're doing, and they want to be a part of your projects. And some of them say, yeah, I'm an excellent vocalist. So the things I'm about to share with you are the watch-outs that I like to call in terms of determining whether or not you should work with these people. So point number one, I know straight off the bat when a person is not receptive to feedback as a vocalist, I just cannot work with them. If I say simple things like, hey, this is a little out of key, or it's pitchy, try and get down into this note, and if I'm receiving difficulty in getting that job done because the person's feelings are hurt, you know you need to just move on. Point number two, when you're dealing with a person who doesn't turn things around in the manner that they said they would get it done, there's nothing more frustrating for me, because really what the person is telling you is that their time is more important than your time specifically. And the bottom line is, when you're dealing with vocalists, people need to understand it's very much a collaborative process. So when you say you're gonna update a bridge or add some harmonies to this part of the song, just get it done, because who knows, I could be setting expectations on my side as a producer to my manager, or the person that's collecting publishing for me in terms of a song we want to pitch, that it's going to be done by a certain date, and when you as the vocalist choose not to deliver, it screws the whole timeline up. All right, so point number three is the vocalist has no setup or no access to record vocals. And to me as a producer, if you approach me and say, hey, I want to be a part of that project, I can lend it some really good vocals, you should have this piece worked out. You should be ready to work either at home and have a little setup ready to go, or make a suggestion as to where to record vocals, or let the producer know up front that you have no place to actually record, but you'd like to be involved, so why don't we go to this professional studio and jump in for studio time. And point number four is the needy vocalist. And what do I mean by this? This is a little sensitive, but I've actually experienced this. When you are having to constantly reassure a person and constantly go over and over and over again and again with assurance that things are fine or that you can correct something, and the person just sets a negative tone as a result of not feeling reassured or needy throughout the project. I can tell you that if you're one of these people as a vocalist, make sure you check yourself on this one, because what happens is when you're bringing that energy to a session, and if you're bringing that energy to every interaction you're having with me as the producer, I'll tell you, it almost feels suffocating, and it gets to a point where I just don't want to work with you anymore. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on whether or not you should work with a vocalist. Let me know what you think about this. I love to join the conversation within 48 hours of posting these videos. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I'd appreciate it very much. Much love and respect to you.